So guys, we're in deep trouble. I was changing the filter. I changed the filter. Here's the old filter which wasn't working. This Husqvarna filter works. But I don't know how it happened. Something happened to the hose. Look, bubbles are coming out. I don't know what happened at all. It shouldn't be like this. There's some air leaking. Now fuel isn't going into the carburetor, it's coming from the carburetor back here. It's a mess. I don't know what to do. This I really don't know. Anyway, I'm pumping with this primer bulb. Fuel is leaving my carburetor. Do you understand? Into the tank, it's going into the tank. I drained the gas, checked what was wrong. So the filter goes with a black hose which is connected. The filter with a black hose, here's a clear hose. Look, a clear hose and one hose. A piece is just sticking out, and I thought the black hose was torn. No, there. This clear hose is just sticking out there inside. And when I pump from the carburetor, fuel goes into the tank, you see, and bubbles come out, bubbles. What did I do? Guys, there are two hoses going into the primer bulb, see, two hoses. I hope you can see. So I just swapped the hoses around. There, I swapped them. And now look, I'm pumping, bubbles are going into the carburetor. Fuel will start flowing now. Why is it like this? Why is this happening? I don't understand. Maybe something turned around in its head. How can this be? I wouldn't be surprised if I put it together now, and the engine starts. All right, I've pumped it up. Now I'll put it all together and see. Turns out the battery was dead. I don't know if I managed to film it or not. Anyway. What did I do? I showed you how I changed this hose on the primer bulb, the one that goes to it. Nothing changed. Basically, nothing changed and I couldn't even start it. In short, it's flooding the spark plug, completely full of gasoline. I got really upset, I don't know what to do, and so I think that, well, I thought that I changed the hose and somehow, maybe that caused the gasoline to start going into the cylinder. Who knows? But these are just my guesses. I'm no expert. In short, I swapped the hoses back, put them back exactly as they were, and I changed the spark plug. I screwed in a new spark plug. Anyway, it started on the first pull. The engine started with the new spark plug. Then it died on me. I changed it, put the old spark plug back in. It seems to be working. If problems start, then the spark plug is to blame for everything. For now, while it's working, I'll leave it as is. I'll go and finish cutting this damn plank. Good thing it's not evening, not on the way. Say, if it's already getting dark and you're on the road there, on the boat there. What's happening? What happened? In short, we'll keep observing. So the old spark plug is in there now. Is it okay? Now I'll put the new spark plug in. It's not revving up properly. No, it's not the spark plug's fault. Something with the fuel system. Something's wrong with the fuel system. All right, let it be for now. We'll see later what cause to look for, or maybe it needs a new adjustment. It just doesn't rev up immediately. To be continued. I put the third block in, and now it's about 60 centimeters. 2 boards seem quite enough. For 3 boards it's good, let's say if someone needs to spend the night here. And as always, more junk fits in. Basically, I'm satisfied with it for now. If needed, I can remove it at any moment. The very last one we just put in, the heavy block, how much I struggled with the saw. Well, it's done. Now I'll have some tea. It's already 12:40. I need to have lunch, probably. I'll probably make a fire and heat up some soup. I need to have lunch. I stack the boards, it's all good, let it stay here. If my ears aren't deceiving me, someone is coming up the river. If they made it this far, it's still okay. Sounds like they're coming up our river. It's far away, of course, but I can hear it. A motorboat with a canopy somewhere, that's good. Now I'll heat up the soup, have a proper lunch. Where were you? Went to the lake over there. Well, guys, I've started lunch. Yesterday's soup, packet soup with chicken meat. Chicken meat. Well, as usual, I talked about what I'd make soup from yesterday. The boat came up. They passed by very quickly even. Well, they jump over small jams, don't cut anything. Clearly not hunters from this river, but who hunts on this river. When I came up, I cut so much, and when I go down, I'll cut just as much. Opening my own path, and if possible so that there's at least some kind of corridor in the fall. But big jams are useless even. I don't bother, I just pass through and that's it. But small jams, where say, one tree is holding it, I cut it so that these floating debris coming from upstream don't get stuck there. Well, debris comes from upstream, then a tree falls, again it comes. And every bent tree is a delay, it holds, catches, as if it's holding, grabbing, and holding. One branch can hold an entire jam, you understand. One snag, one snag, not a branch. But a snag, the butt end, the roots, what I showed you, they are like this. I don't know how, like a sea mine, imagine, a sea mine with a little ear sticking out, same with a snag, it still holds. And these fishermen went on a light boat, a light one, and clearly a 9.8 or 15 HP motor. They passed quickly. But in the fall, they're always loaded, we go like this, full boats, loaded for a whole month. For 2 weeks a person loads up. Now I'll be amazed, on a snowmobile you can bring building materials, whatever you want. Even roofing felt, 3 rolls, a galvanized sheet, fuel. Before, you waited for spring. The water opens up. You load a full boat and go like that for construction. And in the fall, the same. But now in winter, you can transport anything you want. Because equipment is accessible to anyone now. Whether it's a motorized sled dog or a snowmobile. Even with a motorized sled dog, you can easily transport building materials. It was more troublesome before, when I was building this cabin. I transported building materials by river and there were no problems. Now with an empty boat I can barely make it. And with a wide boat you can hardly go now. That's the last loaf of bread. That'll be enough for today and tomorrow. Tomorrow around noon I'll be heading home. All right, guys, I'll have my lunch now and clean up this mess here. To be continued. A very dangerous place. We were going up to the cabin. This birch tree wasn't here. It fell yesterday or today. I was going down there on my own business. Downstream. I passed through there and it made me uneasy. Because this birch is hanging there God knows how. Very dangerous and a very strong current. I don't know if I'll cut it or not. If I cut it, maybe start from here. Chop, 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 then it will swing around. Otherwise, no luck. Man, oh man, I don't even know. Slowly, little by little. That trunk is holding it. Terrible. Last year there was a spruce tree here. The spruce floated away. It was still on this birch. A big spruce, there was only a passage here. No, it's very dangerous there, guys, if it falls. Just accidentally. Damn, I don't know. Okay, first the branches so they don't get in the way. Then that trunk. Then this one. Yeah. I need to cut this big one too, and it will probably swing around. It's pinching the saw. The saw is getting pinched. Okay, further only from the bank, if it breaks and turns, I think it's dangerous. Well, I won't risk it. I'll try cutting from the bank again. If it pinches the saw, I'll just drown it. Who needs that? Man. Okay, right. Or there. No, it shouldn't. It's deep here. Now I need to reduce the current. Something must still be holding it. This one here is holding it, and that one that's not fully cut yet. Otherwise, that's it. I cut it. Now it's just a matter of time. Now I'll pass through here. Why isn't it turning? I just can't figure it out. That's it, no more options. There's nothing more I can do here, unless I cut it from there. I'm not going over there. Now I'll slip through here on the boat. It's much safer here than over there. No, I went through there and it pushed me onto that spruce tree. Well, I turned and went sideways. All right, let's go now. It's safer now. Better not to be lazy like this, to clear the path. The plan went somewhere. The plan, who? Ourselves. Heading to the cabin. Let's go, a bit of throttle here. It's stuck, I can't figure it out. The lower barrel should be there too, or it's jammed somewhere, damn it. Maybe there's a snag, no. I won't saw here, it's dangerous, it's hanging there. I'll slip through tomorrow if needed. Chilanchik is lying down. We're already in the hut, but it's been evening since we arrived. We took the boat for a ride. It seems warmer today. The mosquitoes are already getting to me. They've started flying around. I might have cleared everything, but the sawdust isn't critical. You can't remove it from the moss. It's a rotten log. I sawed it into chunks this end and split 2 more chunks, brought them into the house. Since everything is open, and tonight I'll get up to add firewood, wet firewood. The stove went out at night, and by morning it was freezing outside. Well, how to put it? It got chilly in the hut because there were night frosts. He has porridge, I just added some. 1 more addition left, and that's it. It's running out. I won't cook it for him tomorrow. No matter, a bird is singing, the sun is out. Silence. Chilan, why are you scratching so much? Ah. Waves are coming. A duck may be landing. Waves on the lake. Possibly a duck landing. There are a lot of teals, by the way. I heard a gargany whistle today. Teals are flying. There are many of them on the river. Probably the males are gathering. They fly back later. How to put it, the females are nesting and the males are already heading back south. Well, let's have dinner now, blah blah blah, and then sleep. I've prepared some firewood. I don't know if it's visible or not. It's dark, of course. The kettle is boiling. Let's pack up. And here's some pasta with stew, like pork. I made the stew myself, homemade. They'll be all over me now. What homemade stew? You don't keep livestock, homemade. Because I made it with my own hands. I prepared the stew. And how to put it? Of course, the meat is store-bought, but I canned the stew at home myself. I didn't add any onions, carrots, onions. There are some onions left, a little, but just stew, pasta, and that's it. As always, delicious. I really like pasta. I love eating pasta. I wanted to say something else and forgot. Anyway, we're heading home tomorrow. That's the kind of trip we're having. I don't know what condition our floor will be in when we come back in the fall, because we placed all the joists on frozen ground. It might warp somewhere. It might do something else. I'm sure the bunks this post will probably sink a little. It'll be a bit crooked. Well, it might shift by about 3 centimeters. It fluctuates around 3-5 centimeters, you can see. Spring, autumn, there are differences. I had a table. Now it's fine on the floor. With the floor, it'll move. And I had a table in this corner before. In the early days of this trip, I filmed what I dismantled. In short, 3 corners of my table are on the wall, 1 corner is on the floor, and I constantly have to adjust the leg, add or remove. The bunks will be the same. This bench. The long bench is also independent on the wall. It might move too, but we'll see in the fall. Hopefully, if everything is good, we'll come back in October. Early October, late September, early October, something like that. As for summer trips, I don't know. I won't even plan them. Well, okay guys, I'm having dinner. We'll meet again tomorrow. I'll film something else.